having coming together on the first day of the week was being done before the Catholics, how did they do it? Don't you know the disciples gathered and met on the first day of the week? It's in your Bible. What is the first day of the week? And even in the Old Testament, it spoke of how they gathered together on the 8th day after the Sabbath. That would be the first day after the week has expired, which would be Sunday. Even they gathered on Sunday in the Old Testament, as well as on the Sabbath. So don't tell me we can't have church on Sunday. I just know this Bible, y'all. I know it back and front, but I know it. And then, by the way, to those who are, quote, Sabbath keepers, the Bible said we're not to judge any man according to any holy day, holiday. But don't judge me according to the Sabbath day. Now, we will simply remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy, and we keep all days holy. No day is more holy than the next. We live them all holy. So it is lawful to do good on the Sabbath day, because the Son of God is Lord of the Sabbath. See that? But there are people who make a big deal out of that. You got to go on the Sabbath. Well, if you go to church on the Sabbath, how do you get there? How do you get there? Do you drive? Well, according to the Sabbath laws, if you're going to be a Sabbath keeper, then keep the Sabbath law. According to the Sabbath law, you are not allowed to ignite anything. Ignite anything. You can't light a fire. You can't cook. You can't turn on a light, because you ignited something. When you crank your car, you ignited that engine. You broke the Sabbath on the way to keep it. Then it says a Sabbath day's journey, you can only go that distance. That's 2,500 feet. If you go beyond 2,500 feet, you broke the Sabbath. So who's driving only 2,500 feet? You're driving to church, right? The fact you drive there, you already broke it. It's not accepted by God. So what's the purpose? See, you got to be careful when you try to implement these Old Testament rituals to some degree. Got to be very careful, because you start implementing things that are past. We remember every day now and live it holy unto God. I don't care what day it is. So if you know these Sabbath keepers who say we only go to church on Sabbath, okay, fine. How do you get there? Did you go beyond 2,500 feet? You broke it. Did you crank up your car? You broke it. Did you cook? You broke it. And when did you go? Sabbath begins Friday at 6 p.m. People don't realize. We have service on the Sabbath, but we're not keeping the Sabbath. Because Friday at 6 p.m. service is at 8 o'clock. After 6 o'clock, the Sabbath begins. We're in church on Sabbath. Every Friday, after 6 p.m. is Sabbath. We're in here on Sabbath. But we do good on the Sabbath. We're not trying to keep the ritualistic implements of the Sabbath, because that means we couldn't drive to church. It just pays to know these things, you know. So anytime someone come approach you about your faith and your salvation, you know how to answer them. Maybe some of you have been asked why y'all don't keep the Sabbath. So, but we have service on the Sabbath, but we keep every day holy. See? Follow that? And there's a whole lot.